Here's my top 7 opinions that every man should have that. My first opinion is that women should not be allowed to work. Why?
What do you
Because I
mean?
feel like they should be more suitable in the environment that they can control, which is more likely
Like
cooking,
I
cleaning.
cannot control at work.
You can work if you want, but they shouldn't. Like you shouldn't work because that's not your real place.
Not
Your
I
real place,
shouldn't. I
your
can. So I could.
no, but your real place should be in an environment you are more protected
Who said it's a real place? I don't understand this.
because you're a woman.
What does that mean? Like
No, but I
I'm a
think,
woman.
yeah, I know you're a woman, but I'm saying because you're a woman, it's good for you to be in environments that you're more protected and cared for rather than going outside
I
and fighting the
no,
odds
I
that
understand.
90% of them is against you.
I understand, but I can protect myself. I can be outside and face the world and I do all of that. I can do all of that. So why I couldn't do all of that?
But
Why
you
I
can't,
should
listen,
be?
but you cannot walk outside alone 12 o'clock at midnight.
I can if I
You
want.
can, but you cannot protect yourself if something
Why I
bad happens.
cannot? I can protect myself. There's a lot of men outside here. They cannot protect themselves. I can't even protect myself better than them.
I don't agree. I don't think you'd be able to protect.
No, I can't. Personally, I can't, but not in generally.
If a 6 foot man come approaching you,
Yeah.
you think you can protect him? Protect you?
Again, I'm saying me as a woman, I can't, like me as a Rawan, as a person, because okay, I cannot face this guy, but there is other women they can, so why not? They go face that.
Yeah, but we are talking about you. You cannot protect, and which is the case
No,
for
but
many
you say
women.
no. In the beginning, you said like every man should have. So now
Exactly.
you're not talking
Every
about me
man.
because not every man gonna have me.
I know, but
can have a different
they have a
womans.
version of the women that's not able to protect themselves if needed. You cannot. The woman, no matter how strong they are, they cannot fight a 6 foot man on
no,
their
they
own.
can't. There's a lot of guys also they cannot.
I agree.
Do you
Yeah.
believe in what you're saying? Because
I believe 100% that the woman's right place should be
No, I don't
the
agree.
home
I don't
because
agree.
she's more protected. Not that I don't want you to go work, but you're just more protected at home.
No,
I don't have, when I go outside and I know my wife, my woman is safe at home, I'll be able to be more productive
No, that's
there.
very selfish because if you want to have a peace in your mind and you want me be at home just for you to have a peace, what about me? I don't agree with this point. Can you move to the next point?
Okay, the second opinion every man should have is that men should lead and women should follow.
No, that's very rude.
Tell you where I'm coming from. I'm coming from an idea that men, because they live outside most of their life, they're better equipped with making logical decisions, okay, based on factors that doesn't affect their emotional perspective, and they can make a proper decision that's aside from emotional self, as well as keeping in mind all the other factors that men play in this world, because this world is technically, you believe it or not, is run by men. And no matter where you go outside of your house, you're gonna face a man, and that man might not always be in your favor.
I'll say something that in a very, very perfect environment, yes, I think men should lead. But there's so many situations that is not a healthy environment or is not a perfect environment that women lead and they lead even better than the men.
But
So
if
I
you
don't
look-
agree in general, but
No, but the
in a
thing is-
very perfect situation, it could be, sorry.
If you look at the amount of people who are owning companies, men versus women, successful companies, you will see men are dominated by a big number. Okay, whether that's companies, whether that's profit that came to the planet, whether that's anything else, that you will
That's
see
outside house, not inside the house, not in a family. Okay, in a business world could be if we can talk about like no, we can talk about numbers, but I'm talking about like leading a family. There's not like I think it's better for you to say that it's a 50-50, okay, and it's like a partnership thing. Like
No.
I lead and you lead. There's particular situation that I have to lead in it, and there's also other situation that men should lead, but not fully for you or not fully for me.
No, I think the men should lead on the things that concern them, that's outside of work, outside of home. Everything to do with home, women should lead.
That's agree. I agree with it. I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
agree that because as a
So you
woman,
agree with the point that men should lead and women should follow.
outside of the house, no, and so not
Okay, sure,
inside.
and sure, okay,
Like the
sure.
because
But
as a
main life is actually what outside of the house is. That's a real deal that what men go out to fight.
because it depends what outside of the house looks like for you.
Like work in general, just making money and
No,
figuring
I
out the
believe
life.
like outside of the house, like the topics it's outside, like or the problem that it's outside. I rather like let my men deal with it and be in peace rather than me just deal with it.
The next one is your modesty, the way you dress yourself outside is becomes my pride. When you go outside
Mm.
covered, it makes me more stronger as a man because I know my wife is protected first and covered from the other negative eyes outside.
For me, I agree because also the way that I dressed, I believe that I represent first of all my man and my family and the environment that I came from. So this is represent me. The way that I dress, if I'm modest or I'm not modest, it just represent me or who I
Okay,
am.
okay, let's just say you are covered to the best of your ability, and I don't agree with it. I feel like you still need to be more covered and it needs to be more modest. And I ask you to go home and change right now.
Okay, I'll say that. Okay, I'm gonna go change, but I will expect explanation from you before me going to do that.
Let's just say we don't have time. We gotta get going
I'll
and
go
no
change.
time to
I'll go
argue.
change. I'll go change because honestly, I believe that men has a perfect opinion about that because they also understand other men better than me. So if he asked me to go change, so I believe 100% in my man that he asked me that for a reason. And my clothing, even though I think it's modest, but it's not modest enough, or there's something wrong with it. So I will go listen to him 100%. I'll go change and come back. Maybe I'll argue a little bit to be honest, but if there's no time, I'll just it will end up with me listening to him.
Wouldn't that be controlling?
No, it's not controlling because I give you this power by my own self. Because I also will control him to do other things like that. So it's not controlling. It just he understand better in this section.
The other opinion is I don't want a partner. I want a wife.
I don't understand what you wanna say here.
Okay, I'll explain. The partner is where you have 50-50 split. You're a partner with everything you're doing, no matter what it is, outside, inside, everywhere across the world, you're a partner 50-50%. What I meant by wife, not a partner, is that the partners are equal. Wife and husbands are not equal. Wife needs to do their responsibility 100% of that, while man needs to do his responsibility 100% of that.
Yeah, I
I'm
that
not partnering with you to to take care of the house. And you're not partnering with me to go out and work and feed your family. You
no
understand?
that yeah I understand and I agree. It could not my opinion could be not the perfect opinion, and I think a lot of girls will be against me, but I believe that I cannot be 50-50 with a man. I'm a woman and he's a man. I have a responsibility, I have another responsibility, and Allah or God created me in a way that is different from him. Cannot have like he cannot be pregnant, for example. I can be pregnant, so I have things that I'm able to and he have things that he's able to. And I honestly, I don't want to split any responsibility that it's for men. I like my responsibility and I don't want to share it with anyone else. And I don't want to share his, like, I don't want him to share his responsibility with me as well.
Yeah, but that means I'm not gonna come help you at house in cooking, in
No,
cleaning.
no, like it means that because as a wife and as a husband and wife, we have a mercy and we have a kindness between each other. I don't need you to come help me every day, and I don't need to go help you by working every day and give you money. But if I need to, for you, for example, if I'm sick, if I have something, I will need you to help me. Same thing you can expect from me if you have like a
Yeah, but you have to understand that this is out of mercy of a husband versus wife.
mm,
If husband don't want to come and help, even if you're sick, what would you say to that?
like if I'm dying right now and I need his help and he's not helping me, so why he's a husband right now? He's like someone else. I don't need him.
Yeah, but on theory, because you agree with this point, it means that it's your responsibility. Regardless of what is happening to you, you need to figure it out. It what could mean, for example, if you don't want to cook, you can order and your
Mm.
husband can bring it to
No,
you.
but if I am sick and I'm dying and I need my husband to help me, so it's his responsibility to take care of my security and take care of my health. So now it's his responsibility to ask me to not to do anything and just have rest.
Correct, I agree. But what I'm saying is that have rest, but you it's still your responsibility.
No, it's
One second, have rest, but still your responsibility to take care of the food of the family. Like in terms of cooking, you might not have to get up and
no,
cook,
like
but you still
no,
have to
like,
order
do you
it
want to me
to
like
make sure that
no,
husband pick it up for you, or when he comes home, he
dude,
has the food.
that's like if I'm having just a fever and my throat held me a little bit. I'm picking in a large scale. If I'm dying in my bed right now, I cannot pay attention to anything. You want me like to just care about your food?
Not just mine. It
You
could
have
be
to
kids.
you have to care about my food at this time. You have to care about kids at this time because I'm your security. So you have to
Yeah,
think
but
in this
we
way.
we discussed, we agreed, and we came at the basic premise that this is your responsibility. So if your responsibility, I could do it out of mercy, sure, but if I don't want to, you shouldn't be mad at me.
No, I'm not gonna be mad at you. I'm not gonna know you after this. I'm serious. Like that's so bad thing. Like it's a very bad thing. Like if I'm dying or like if I'm very sick, what I'm expecting from my husband is to come to tell me I don't need you to do anything. I just need you to take rest because this is your responsibility right now. Okay. Also, if you're tired and if you're like not tired, if you're sick and if you're like very like sick and you're dying in your bed, I'm not like I don't need money. I don't need you to spend money on me. I don't need anything. I'll be poor. Okay, I'm gonna go work just for you because this is now is my responsibility to take care of my husband. So this is how it's your responsibility. It's my
No,
responsibility.
but
It's
if
not
it's
like
my
50-50 thing.
responsibility to work, no matter, even if I'm dying, it's my responsibility. I still need to figure out
I will not
how
ask you to
I'm
do it. If
going
you wanna
to.
do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
But I'm
I
not gonna
agree.
ask you to do it.
You're not supposed to ask me for anything, right? Why? Because
Huh?
it's
Like I
already.
what do you mean by not
No, but I
asking for
mean
anything?
anything, because already my responsibility. I should already know that even if I'm dying, hurt, whatever, I need to figure out the
No,
food for my family.
no. If you're sick or if you are dying now, I'm not gonna ask you. I'll force you to stay at house because it's my responsibility now to take care of you. So you have to understand there's a specific situation that responsibilities changes. You know, this is now how I take care of you. This is how now how you take care of me. In a perfect environment, in a perfect situations, yes, I have to cook, I have to take care of everything. But an unperfect situation, so this responsibility changes.
Okay.
So move to the next point.
A silence of a woman is much appreciated as a man than she talking back to me.
Depend on the man. If he man who deserve, who respect a woman, so it will be silent. She will be silent because she will respect him, and she will be very trusting him that she don't need to speak because she know that he's gonna do the best for her. It's a, now we are talking about man, not a boy.
No, but I what I mean is that if she stays quiet when there's an argument, I feel like a lot of arguments will not be an argument just because she's not talking back. I agree that men should do the same thing, but 9 out of 10 men are built in a way that it's very hard for them to control their anger sometimes.
No, you have to. It's not my issue that you're not able to. You have to.
What do you mean I have to?
If you're not able to control
But this
your
is the thing.
anger, so
We are
why do I
built.
have to you have to understand now, like it's not like for me to be silent all the time. It depends on the situation. If you're the one who's angry now, so I have, yes, I agree, I have to be silent to just digest your anger right now, and then when you are calm we can discuss. If I'm angry, you also don't have to argue, you have to be silent until I calm. So it depends on who is angry right now, it depends on who is upset right now. It's not like about men and women.
Yeah, but if a woman stops the argument from her side, things would calm down a lot more, because when they get into the emotional discussion, it just get a mess, become
So
a mess. While a
let's
man is mainly focused on logical
let's
concepts.
say now, like you did something, you make me upset and I'm angry right now. You want
Yeah,
me to be calm
yeah. I want
while
you
I'm
to be
angry?
calm and collected, and don't argue.
So when you're angry, if now I did something make you angry, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be calm or you're gonna argue?
If I'm angry,
Yeah.
I should be calm.
So now we should be silent, both of us, not just men or women.
But men, it's hard for men to do
Because
that.
it's sunnah and prophet, like whenever you like if you're angry, you have to shut up, basically. Don't talk.
Okay.
In general, I agree that we shouldn't argue. I think that's the best thing to do whenever we have a fight. I don't argue. I have to shut up. But also, like, it depends. Like, if I'm angry, yeah, of course I'm gonna argue. Like, it's a human nature. But it's because it's like a sunnah on prophet that if I'm angry now, I have to be calm. I have to shut up. So yeah, I should too. You also should do the same thing.
The last one, I think that every man should have opinion that I don't want my wife to go outside alone. She
That's-
should always be with her partner.
No, that's something I completely disagree.
Why?
Because like, you go outside alone?
Yeah,
So why I cannot?
because I can protect myself. You can't.
I can protect myself.
You
Thank
can't. We figured that out in earlier points.
No, it's not. Again, you're getting back to the point that it's like you're talking about me. Now you're discussing that in a larger scale for every woman. No, like women can go alone. Everyone, like your sister is going alone, your mom is going alone, everyone, your family going alone, and it's fine. It's not a problem at all. Just make it like say it that I prefer.
Okay, let's just say every man should prefer not sending his wife alone. Like he should be there with her at all time, not to control but to protect. You can call it as controlling.
I appreciate that. By the way, I appreciate that, and I like whenever I go outside and you don't let me go outside alone. And you wanna go with me, or you don't allow me to go outside alone. I appreciate that. I don't take it in a bad way, but because I like it. But if I don't like it, you don't have to. You shouldn't have a problem with that. You should respect that.
Yeah, but let's just say you go out and you're faced with things that you cannot handle, whether that you cannot drive, you cannot bargain with someone. There's many things that you
No,
can't do.
I lived my whole life alone. It was fine.
So here's the thing: the females are in the Western, not in the Western culture, but outside of it, are living with the parents. So you're actually under a protection of your dad. When
Okay.
your dad leaves you, that's where your husband comes in, and you're under protection of husband. And that's why it's like, okay, you should always go out with your father, or you should go always go out with your husband.
No. No, like it's fine. Like I'm all the time alone, and it's okay to be alone. But again, I respect you. That's why I'm listening to you. But if I don't respect you, or like if I don't appreciate this idea, it shouldn't be a problem in our life, and you should digest it. You
No,
have to
but
understand that.
what if it is a problem? I
No,
don't
it's
want
not.
you to go
Okay,
outside.
so you have to
ever.
solve your problem. I don't have to solve your
No,
problem
but
because it's
this
your
is where the
problem
problem
right now.
is. This is where the problem is. Like I don't think you're capable enough to go alone. So
Why did you? Why you think like why you take a decision for me? Like why do you think that I'm not capable enough? I'm the one who decide this. If I need your help to protect me, I will ask you to go with me and protect me.
Anyways, guys, this video is getting very personal. These opinions are actually not mine. This is searched from Google, and I'm just discussing. I'm being the devil in the video to get her response.
And guys, I don't talk to him like that
True.
way normally. Okay, I respect him more than that, but just for the video we have to have like an honest opinion, and I can agree with him. Before the video we agreed that he gonna give me some points, and I'm gonna give him my honest reaction about it without make it good, without make it bad or anything, just my honest reaction.
But I still don't want you to go outside alone.
I don't go outside alone, by the way.
Anyways.
He will not. He's not allowing me to go outside alone.
Anyway, that's all for this video. If you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, take care of yourself,
and of
others, and of
the
this
channel.
channel.
Peace.